Welcome once again to Musings by Danon. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Danon. Today's video centers around an anime from 2016, and you thought there was never a girl online. Now to be clear, I don't see how this series has 23 light novel volumes and is still going, but maybe someone can explain it to me. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Never a Girl Online is the story of an openly otaku high school student named Hideki Nishimura. His online character is Rushian, a knight who serves as his guild's tank. In the past, he was traumatized when he found out his online crush was actually a guy. The psyche of teenage boys is very fragile after all, so he's been hesitant to enter into any online relationship, which makes it really annoying when his guild's healer confesses to him and demands they get married. Now, marriage in video games is not the same as marriage in real life. In some video games, you get benefits, such as player housing, bonus XP for partying together, or special items. But Ako Tamaki, the player behind the guild's healer, Ako, does not differentiate between the two, which is why she's using her real name for her online character. Also, she's a yandere. So yes, this is a typical yandere x otaku situation. Now, normally I wouldn't do a video on this series as I didn't really enjoy it, but longtime Patreon supporter Waflles asked me to do a video on it. If you'd like to sponsor a video, head on over to patreon.com/Danon. I'll watch an anime or read a light novel or a manga. Must be a reasonable length, of course. It's not possible to watch Season 1 of One Piece in a single month after all. And then I'll do a video with my thoughts on it. Now, I won't guarantee it'll be a recommendation. If I don't like something, I'm not going to lie and say I enjoyed it, which is why it took me so long to make this video. Waflles asked me to do this video all the way back in December. Now, I watched this series when it aired and didn't really enjoy it then either. The reason? I went into it hoping it would be an exploration of the nature of online relationships and comparing it to real life. Yes, the feelings you have for someone online are real, and the bonds you feel can be real as well. But an online persona isn't the same as a real persona. Imagine my shock when it turned out to be an awkward harem anime. So, we could have gotten an interesting story about the difference between an online relationship and an IRL one, but instead we got a tired debate on normies versus geeks. The series does start out promising, with Nishimura refusing to ever get involved with anyone. After all, there are no girls online. Ever. Girls don't play video games. They're all over on Instagram and TikTok, not MMOs, right? Remember, the first time he confessed to his love in game, it turned out that the cute cat girl was a middle-aged businessman. As it turns out, Ako is a classmate of Nishimura. And she's a girl in real life as well. Additionally, his entire guild consists of women. And they all go to the same school. The confident sword wielder Schwein, actually the tsundere Akane who purports to hate otakus. And the guild leader, mage, and whale who spends way too much money on the game? The student council president Kyo. So not only are there girls online, it turns out that Nishimura is the only boy in his guild. Side note, I know there are girls online. My best friend met his wife through World of Warcraft. My own wife and editor, Cutestuff, played Final Fantasy XIV with me, and we played WoW for years before we decided to stop giving Activision any money ever again. Also, I don't shame people for playing a different gender. For some, it's a chance to escape. For others, it's a chance to build their ideal in-game. A lot of guys will make their avatar look like their romantic partner so they can feel closer to them in a game their partner refuses to play. And girls who don't like being harassed online will sometimes choose male avatars. Lots of people have different reasons for crossplaying. Now, my biggest issue with the series isn't the lack of gender discussion, or the whole normie versus geek debate, or bullying otaku. All of these are tropes and common to anime. I shouldn't expect anything deep from anime based on light novels after all. Go in with no expectations and you will never be dissatisfied. No, the biggest issue is the fact that we don't have a sub-dom relationship with the healer and the tank. Think about it. The tank takes hits for the party. They're constantly being beaten on, and the healer enables this behavior by keeping them alive, doing a bit of aftercare, or, as the case may be, ongoing care, to ensure the tank can take more hits. And the tanks like it. Healers, though, I know that DPS like to brag about how complicated their rotation is, but most of them aren't smart enough to move out of the AoE because they're too busy spamming buttons to pay attention to their surroundings, which makes the healer's job that much harder. Healers have to react to ongoing situations and make choices constantly based on ever-evolving scenarios. So a good healer is often bitter because they're constantly having to clean up the messes left by the DPS. Though sometimes those messes are the DPS themselves. Thanks for tanking the floor, Dragoon. That's what Resurrect is for, after all. But anime always tends to get this wrong. The healer is always the cute, adorable, soft character who the tank just wants to protect. Ridiculous. All in all, the show isn't bad. If you want a silly rom-com about a character who can't differentiate between online and IRL, and the boy who eventually gives up and plays along with her delusions, you should check it out. But if you want a show that actually explores online relationships, Sword Art Online does a better job. Especially SAO Alternative Gun Gale Online. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cute Stuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. There are several tiers to choose from. You can pick an anime or manga for me to do a video about, or you can join our monthly manga club. I also want to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waflles, Jiraiya, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alix, Conga, Robert Pye, Kazaris, Patrick, Tiz, Art, Richard, Boomy, Oscar, Justin, Golden Walker, Captain Hammer, Sleech, Mr. Salty, Daniel, and Black Dragon. You guys are awesome. I post anime or manga videos often, or you can click here to watch additional videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Musings by Danon.